Today's project, as we continue the Fisher Priceless Goat Project, we are going to build a goat stanchion, or we'll say a goat stand. Goat, this young lady is going to be the one who's going to be in charge of learning how to milk her first milk goat. Today we're going to be using repurposed wood. Everything that we have was free, came from contractors that broke stuff down. The dimensions of the lumber may be a little different than a regular goat stand. I build one basically about 22 by 42 inches with the neck brace to help hold the goat. And so we're going to be experimenting with different pieces of lumber, different shapes, different sizes, different dimensions. But we're going to build our goat stand. It's not going to cost us anything but our time. There are our plans. Sophisticated, right? And my oldest granddaughter is going to have to figure out how to translate what I've got right here. So let's begin gathering our lumber together for our goat stanchion or milking stand.
What did you make? We made
biscuits, bacon,
what
and
kind
eggs.
of biscuits?
Sourdough biscuits.
And bacon.
And
where's your eggs?
Oh, here's a little piece.
Good stuff right on top of it.
Oh, yummy! That looks good. Are you eating your food, JoJo? Eating some bacon? Yum.
You can show that old piece.
All right. So we're gonna do 4x4 legs out of this big old piece of
Instead of
thick
2x4.
wood instead of 2x4 because it's free. That's how we do things around here. The nail pulling station over here. And let's do this again. We're gonna get every single nail out of the board. Yay, one. Where's our bucket of nails? We need to show this. Oh, what? Let's see if we see the shadow.
Right here. It's like filled up to right
Last
here.
leg from an old 4x4 that we don't need to use for anything else. Yeah, she'll be standing here, and so the neck brace starts right at 30 inches.
So what did y'all decide on the legs?
These, normally they use 2x4 legs, but because these were free, they're salt treated, they're gonna hold any kind of goat you want to put on there. It'll be roughly 42 to 44 inches here. There's no real standard, and about 22 inches wide. 16
like
boards we can use.
18 inch?
These
maybe?
are 16 inch.
16 inch.
And then we're gonna use the 2x6 on top. All right, we've got some old 2x8s. 2x8s are not actually 8 inches, not actually 2 inches. They're 1.5 by 7.25. We want roughly a 22 inch width. So 3 times 7 is 21. And 3/4. So this will be 21 and 3/4. That's what we'll make our measurements. So these old boards will come out perfect on the top. Okay, we will run our apron right under here. They're going to be 1.5 inches.
What does the apron do? Support it?
Yeah, it supports. And actually, with these kind of boards, you don't even have to have an apron as heavy duty as they are with the 4x4s and the 2x8s up here.
2
We
inches
wouldn't
worth of
necessarily have
support.
to have that, but we'll run some 2x4 aprons under there just to make it a little more sturdy.
Where'd you get your kale? Did you get it out of Kaylee's garden?
Yeah.
Is it yummy? Is it yummy kale? Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum.
Make sure it's square, so
Got
it's
the
like
end
a
off?
brush end. You gotta put it against the gate. This is called the gate, to make sure it is square. And I'm just gonna take a little bit off. And let's see, 18 and 3/4 Do you like
18
mine?
3/4.
We're 18 3/4 because we're going to add a 2x4 on each end. That's going to bring us to 21 3/4 so that we can use our 2x8s, which will come 3 together, will come to 21 3/4. That'll be the stand. You're going to put one nail in each one of these so that we can get everything square for right now. Excuse me, one screw. The good thing about screws is if it's not quite right, we can take them back out and adjust things. So here, you put just one screw in each end, make sure that your board's true in there so you can twist it where you need to have it.
Oh, this is the skirt to hold it when you pull it up.
Good. We want to be able to move it if we need to. I'll do this side same way. Okay, 18 3/4 at the top.
That's 19.
We're off somewhere. We know that's roughly 19 3/4. You just come over here. So you can go ahead and put 2 more
So
screws here.
The top is 18 3/4 and the bottom is
Is
18.
18
So that's how we were squaring this off. This
Squaring
is
this
the
up.
skirt, right?
Yep. And so when you put 2 nails in, it will sort of hold things together.
Alright, so that's what we did there.
Now we're going to get the side pieces. We need to be 44 inches, okay?
44
And
inches.
you're going to go from outside to outside. Yeah, let's tighten that up a little bit. So we're going to need 2 44 inches. She's taking the bad edge off the board. Now she's going to measure 44 inches. She needs 2 of these 44 inches for the skirts.
Okay, stop it.
Exactly the same. All right. Need Caleb to help hold while you hold while he screws away, then we can square everything up.
Put it against
That looks good.
Oh. Can you help me?
And then pull this trigger. Right, too good. Okay, that'll give you a start.
Should I do it
Now,
clamp it up here?
Brooke.
you can clamp it up there, or you can clamp it across there.
Let me do it.
Up here.
Wait, let her think it'll come to her better if she thinks it's a shortcut. Let me show you something. Okay, see that little thing?
Oh,
right there?
yeah.
Do this, then start clamping.
Does that tighten it?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's, you gotta tighten a little tighter with it.
Tight, tight, tight.
All right, building inspector. Is this your approval, Miss Building Inspector?
Did do.
Are you thinking about the? Now we are going to have to, because this lumber was free, and look at the two. But this is going to be the yoke. We will put a board right here, and then that will give us what we need. We'll put a board down here for the bolts, and that'll give us what we need to make the goat neck holster. So we need a measurement from here to here, inside edge.
Almost 12.
It's almost 12. It's
Almost 12
like,
exactly.
yeah.
Gotta get it right.
So what is it?
It's
11.
11 and it looks like 16th because the line's right behind it.
Bailey, you help me square these legs over here. Top is exactly 41. We need the bottom 41. Dead. Okay. 41. So let me put a few screws in here. That should hold everything square there. All right. Go to town.
Should we plug in? I mean, not plug in.
Now 16. 19. Nope, not 19 yet. This just adds a little extra strength. We have 3 2x8s. More heavy duty than you need for a goat stanchion, but because they're free, we can repurpose them, use them again, get a lot of life out of them. These came off a coastal deck. They're boards that have been damaged through the hurricanes and through bad weather. We've cut them down. We have 3. A 2x8, of course, is 1.5 by 7 quarters. So they're going to, the 3 of them together are going to give us right at 22 inches, or just shy of 22, 21 3/4. And so there is our stand for the grandbaby's goats. I'm going to let Caleb, my eldest grandson, start screwing these down. We'll get them square. All right, Caleb, but let's start right here. We'll go with that 4x4. And then we'll make sure everything's squared. We'll come down to this end. Use my finger. Hold it right there on the top. Hold it at the top so if it slips, it won't pinch your finger on the board. Hold tight. Sand the rough edges down so that more people will get in trouble.
Well, Poppy, he first cut out this, like the little holes in both of these boards, and then me and Brooke and I just went and sanded it down.
So that board just comes through that little slit right there.
And then
you just attached it on the
and you
end.
can just go like this, open it, and shut.
If that's too much right there, we can cut this out. This is too big. Ladybug put her head through, couldn't get back through.
Really got an itty bitty.
Alright, it's secure. Oh, there's And our friends from In Spite of Us got this awesome stool, leather, 3-leg, and it happens to have Brooke's initial on it. It's new. Push it back.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, because I mean, she's got to stick her head through.
That's true.
Yeah, and she's a big girl.
Do we need to do that now? Just saying. Oh, you got through.
Okay. What was somebody?
What we had to do was get a couple boards and narrow the head opening on the goat stand. And now Vanna will stay put.